Good morning, welcome to the Daily News Podcast. Today is the 14th of March, 2026.
We start in the Middle East, where the United States has carried out airstrikes on Iran's Karg Island, one of the country's most critical oil export hubs. The strikes mark a major escalation in the ongoing conflict, with President Donald Trump warning that if Tehran disrupts shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. could target Iran's broader oil infrastructure next.
Karg Island handles the majority of Iran's crude exports. Hitting it sends a clear signal: energy is now directly in the crosshairs. Washington says the move is meant to deter Iran from interfering with commercial shipping through Hormuz, a narrow waterway that carries roughly a fifth of the world's oil supply. At the same time, Iraq is increasingly caught in the middle. Both U.S. forces and Iran-linked militias have conducted operations on Iraqi soil, destabilizing already fragile regions, including oil-producing areas. And in a separate incident, a US KC-135 refueling aircraft crashed in Iraq, killing all 6 crew members on board. It's now the 4th reported US aircraft loss since this war began. Despite assurances from some US officials that there's no need to panic about Hormuz, security experts are openly skeptical. Banks like UBS and Goldman Sachs are warning that prolonged disruption could send shockwaves through global energy markets. Oil prices remain elevated, even after Washington temporarily eased some sanctions on Russian crude in an attempt to stabilize supply. This is a volatile moment. Energy, geopolitics, and military strategy are now tightly intertwined, and markets are watching every move. It feels like we're one miscalculation away from something much bigger. Energy markets do not like uncertainty, and right now uncertainty is everywhere. Right, let's turn to China's domestic politics. An in-depth analysis is asking a question many observers have raised for years. After targeting millions of officials, why is Xi Jinping's anti-corruption campaign still going? Since coming to power, Xi has pursued what he famously called a campaign against both tigers and flies, meaning high-ranking leaders and low-level bureaucrats alike. Millions of officials have been investigated or disciplined. On paper, it's about cleaning up graft and restoring public trust. But critics argue the campaign has also consolidated Xi's personal authority, reshaping loyalty within the Communist Party and the military. Even now, more than a decade on, new investigations continue to be announced. Analysts say the persistence of the purge serves multiple functions: deterring dissent, reinforcing discipline, and ensuring alignment with central leadership priorities, especially as China faces economic pressure and rising geopolitical tension. The anti-corruption drive has become more than a policy, it's a defining feature of Xi's governance model. And it continues to shape China's political climate at home and its posture abroad.
It's fascinating how something framed as cleanup can also be a long-term power structure. And clearly, it's not slowing down.
On the tech and business front, YouTube has officially surpassed Disney in revenue, becoming the world's largest media company. That's a remarkable shift when you think about it. A platform that started with homemade videos is now out-earning one of the most iconic entertainment giants on the planet. The milestone underscores how aggressively the balance has tilted toward digital platforms. YouTube's mix of advertising, subscriptions, and creator-driven content has proven incredibly resilient. For Alphabet, it cements dominance not just in search, but in global media and streaming. Meanwhile, other tech giants are making big moves. Google has committed $1 billion to expand its data centers in North Carolina over the next 2 years, driven largely by AI demand. The arms race for compute is intensifying. But that AI push is expensive. Meta is reportedly considering cutting 20% or more of its workforce as it grapples with soaring AI infrastructure costs. It's a striking contrast: record investment in artificial intelligence, alongside deep job cuts. And in personal finance news, 401k hardship withdrawals have hit a record high even as markets remain relatively strong. That suggests many households are still under real financial strain, despite the headlines about stock gains. So you've got media disruption, AI-fueled capital spending, layoffs, and stressed consumers all happening at once. It's a complicated economic picture. It really is. The tech boom sounds dazzling until you look at the human cost behind it. On the AI safety front, there's a deeply concerning development. A lawyer involved in cases linking AI chatbots to mental health crises has warned that these systems are now appearing in mass casualty investigations, not just individual suicide cases. According to the lawyer, chatbots have been referenced in situations where vulnerable individuals developed harmful delusions or received troubling responses that may have reinforced unstable thinking. The claim is that AI systems are advancing faster than the guardrails designed to manage them. The broader issue here is oversight. As AI becomes more conversational and more persuasive, questions of liability, regulation, and psychological impact are becoming urgent. Who is responsible if an AI system contributes to real-world harm? The developer? The platform? No one. At the same time, Google has finalized its $32 billion acquisition of cybersecurity startup, with being called the deal of the decade. It's a reminder that while AI opens new frontiers, it also expands the attack surface. Cybersecurity, cloud infrastructure, and AI are increasingly inseparable.
That tension between innovation and safety is only going to get sharper.
Let's wrap up with culture and entertainment. Valentino has debuted its first ready-to-wear collection since the passing of founder Valentino Garavani. Under Alessandro Michele, the new collection signals a tonal shift, less maximalist drama, more restrained tailoring and philosophical depth. It marks the beginning of a new era for one of fashion's most storied houses. In streaming, Amazon is moving 4K Ultra HD behind a new Prime Video Ultra subscription tier, meaning customers will now pay extra for top-quality streaming. It's another example of platforms slicing features into premium layers and quietly raising prices. And in a more nostalgic move, McDonald's is launching McDonald's Cards, collectible items featuring classic mascots and meals. It's a play straight out of the nostalgia marketing handbook, and given recent pop culture crossovers, it might actually work. From global conflict to collectible fast food, that's quite the spectrum today.
It really is. We'll keep tracking the developments in the Middle East and the markets closely.
Thanks for listening to the Daily News Podcast.
We'll be back tomorrow with more. Stay safe and have a great day.